Well, hello, this is Pastor Brian Kinney again, and I want to welcome you to another one of our Now Lifestyle Business Training sessions. And in today's training, we are going to cover the topic of our Now Lifestyle Binary Matrix. And so hopefully by the time you complete this training, you will have a good understanding of the binary matrix and the potential earning power that you have by utilizing this particular method of earning income with the Now Lifestyle. So let's jump right on in, and we're going to begin with a couple of definitions. The first one is what we call the power leg. Now, this is your biggest leg in any given month. So whatever leg has the most people in it in any given month is your power leg. And what the company will do, they will take the number of people in that leg and they're going to divide it by 4. So the power leg is always divided by 4. Then you have what we call your weak leg. This is your smallest leg in any given month. That is, the smallest number of people in any given leg is considered your weak leg, and the company is going to divide that leg by 2. Now, every 4-2 combo that is created equals a cycle. Every cycle pays up to $20 per cycle every month. Now, understand, it's not going to always be $20. The amount is going to be dependent upon the amount of money or commissions generated in any given month. The maximum will be $20 per cycle, so it can be less. So now let's jump into the qualifications to be able to be paid in the binary matrix. First, you must maintain a monthly $24.95 autoresponder account in good standing. Now, I want you to note this. The autoresponder is included with the Pro Reseller account and the Now Lifestyle Professional accounts. Therefore, they meet this criterion. If you have either one of those, you do not have to purchase a $24.95 autoresponder account. But if you don't have that, then you have to own the $24.95 autoresponder account, and you have to maintain it in good standing. You have to have a minimum of 2 direct referrals, one placed in each leg on both your left and your right hand. Right legs, excuse me. Now, each direct referral must also maintain at least an autoresponder account in good standing. You also have to bring in another direct referral each month. Once you have reached 6 direct referrals, you qualify for life on commissions as long as those members remain active. So in a 6-month period, if you get a total of 6 people who are qualified into your binary matrix, you now are binary matrix qualified for life. Now, you do not have to get all 6, okay, at different times. In other words, you don't have to get one every month. But if you miss a month, you won't be binary qualified that month. But you do have to get a total of 6 within that 6-month period. And if you do that, even if you miss 1 month and made up for it in another month, you will be binary qualified for life. Now, you must create cycles to earn binary residual income. And I've just went through this. I just want to repeat this again. Your power leg is divided by 4, and your weak leg is divided by 2. And each 4-2 combo equals a cycle, and you're paid up to $20 per cycle. Now, let me give an example. Let's suppose you have in your power leg 49 people, and in your weak leg 35. If you take the 49 divided by 4, you're going to have 12.5 people. If you take the number in your weak leg and divide it by 2, you're going to have 17.5. but the maximum 4-2 combos that you could have is 12. So that means that you will have in this month 12 cycles, and you will earn somewhere in the neighborhood of about $240 for that month. And I hope you're following what I'm saying here. Now, the system will calculate the total number of cycles earned based on total volume. Okay, in other words, 10 cycles is $10 times 20. That $20 figure is going to vary depending upon the volume. Okay, but let's say that it reached maximum volume, that would be $200. The system will calculate and add extra cycles based on the increase of cycles from previous months. Now, this is important. This is our no flushing calculation. Some binaries have what they call flushing. That means every month you're starting from scratch. That's not the case with ours. We do not have flushing. Okay, so basically, if you take the total binary commission that you earn in a previous month, let's say in this example was February, it will be added to the income that you earn in March. Okay, so we don't have flushing. Next, we have something called a holding tank. Any direct referrals you bring in that are active become resellers and will go into your holding tank for placement in your binary matrix. Now, customers, those who are just customers, do not go into your holding tank. Okay? Just resellers who are qualified. Now, you have the advantage of maximizing your binary residual commissions because you can determine before you have a period of time, I believe it's like 72 hours. Don't take that time. I'm not sure of that, but I think it's about 72 hours. You have to determine where you want to place them. And you can use this as leverage to inspire and motivate your downline and to encourage teamwork. Now, even if you don't place them yourself, the company will place it in the most practical and strategic place for you at the if you don't do it yourself. But you have a period of time where you can make that determination and you can go to someone, call up one of your people and say, hey, look, I'm going to place so-and-so under you. Thank you for the good work. Or if you do so much volume in this month, I'm going to place X number of people under you. Okay? So this is the power you have to help encourage teamwork with your team. Now, we have something called non-personal signups. You're going to see a lot of those. You're going to see a ton of those in your email if you're busy. That's if you're busy. Now, these are members brought into your organization not directly by you. These are often members brought in by your upline, and this creates what we call spillover. They can also be brought in by members that you personally sponsored or somebody else brought under you, placed under you because they're in your downline. Because remember, we're a binary matrix. Only two people can go on your front line as we explained in the previous training video. Okay? However, I want to make this clear. Spillover is considered a gift and is never guaranteed. However, if your upline is active in any way whatsoever, you're going to get spillover. That is just the nature of binary matrices. Now, you do not have control over where non-personal sign-ups will be placed in your organization. You don't have any control over them, and however, you will earn on volume of your organization once you have reached qualification, meaning that even though you don't control where they go, if they get placed in your organization and they're qualified, you will get paid based upon them being a part of your binary matrix. You will receive notification of non-personal signups upon the creation of an account. Now, sometimes this includes pending accounts. So when you see these non-personal signups, be a little excited, but understand they may not always equate into commissions being earned in your binary. Okay? One more thing, pending accounts will only show at the bottom of the organization of the member who directly referred them to NowLifeStyle, so you won't see them in your matrix unless they become qualified. So now we're going to get to the fun part. And I want to show you the binary income potential. Now, this is our binary cycle estimate chart. And as you notice, if you have approximately 6 people in your binary, you have the potential to have 4 in your strong leg and 2 in your weak leg, which would earn you up to $20 per month. If you had 60 or more, you would have the potential to have 40 people in your strong leg, 20 in your weak leg. So if you divide the 40 by 4, you would have 10. 2 by 20 is 10, so you could have 10 4-2 combos, which would earn you about $200 per month. Consequently, once you have about 600 plus, you could have 400 in your strong leg, 200 in your weak leg, and if you divide the 400 by 4 and the 200 by 2, you can come up with at least 100 4-2 combos, meaning you would earn somewhere in the neighborhood of $2,000 per month. So I just wanted to go through that cycle with you. I'm just showing you this chart because I use this to help me to evaluate compensation plans. I've worked as a tax practitioner and business consultant, and a lot of my clients have been involved in the network marketing industry, and I develop tools to help me and to help them understand the compensation plan that they were involved in, and this is one of the tools that I use for that. Now, a quick disclosure, okay? This is a mathematical model that I'm about to show you. It's an illustration for the purpose of showing the power of leverage, duplication, and logarithmic growth only. This is not an income claim, and I want to state that as clearly as I can. This is not an income claim. It's a mathematical model showing how leverage, duplication, and logarithmic growth can potentially affect the growth of your organization, in this case, your matrix. The amount of income that you earn could be more or less. It really depends on you. It is the power of leverage, duplication, and logarithmic growth that we want you to focus on as you follow this illustration. Now, we're going to make some assumptions because, once again, this is a mathematical model. So in this model, we're going to assume that everyone will bring in 3 pro resellers. Now, professionals will count, but we're going to focus on resellers per period. And the period that we're going to use in this mathematical model is 1 month. Now, we could use 1 week, we could use 1 day, we could use 3 months, we could use 1 year, whatever period we wanted to use. But in this model, we're going to pick 1 month as the period of time in which you're going to bring in, and everybody that you bring in is going to duplicate that and bring in 3 pro resellers. So you are going to, every month, bring in 3 pro resellers, and each one of those people are going to also bring in 3 pro resellers each and every month in this mathematical model. So let's look at month 1 of the mathematical model. You go out and you find 3 people, okay? And so that means at the end of this month, you're going to have 3 people total, okay, in your organization. And those are the 3 people that you personally brought in. You will earn 3 times 25 because they're paying $50 per month. These are pro resellers. And that means you will earn $75 per month. You will not be binary qualified at this time. Not enough people. Remember, you got to have at least 6 people to be binary qualified. Okay, so you will only be making $75 per month. But $75 per month is still more than 50, so you would be in profit. Let's look at month 2. Okay, you go out and you find 3 people, and those 3 people are going to go out and find 3 people also. So you would have personally brought in 6. You would have an organization of 15. Now you will be qualified to receive income from the binary, but you will also be receiving $150, okay, per month, just from the residual income generated off the $25 per month that you earn off of each one of those individuals. And now you will be qualified for $20 a month from the binary. So that's $170 per month that you will be earning at this time. Let's look at month 3. Okay, so once again, you go out and you find 3 people, 3 pro resellers, and they go out and find 3 pro resellers. You will have personally sponsored 9 people. You will have an organization of 63 people. You'll be earning $225 per month residual income just from your direct sales, but now you'll be earning $200 a month from the binary. That means you'll be making $425 per month. Let's look at month 4. Repeat the process. How many people are you going to get? 3. How many people are each of them going to get? 3. You would have now brought in 12 people personally, but your organization would be 255 people. That means you'll be earning $300 from your direct sales every month, but now in your binary, you would earn $500. Okay, that means $800 per month. Now, understand, we are assuming that your power leg and your weak leg are building somewhat according to the chart that we showed you earlier. Okay, now, this is something that happens in the network marketing industry, but especially happens when you are dealing with binary matrices. And that is what we call the snowball effect. And I want to explain the snowball effect. In essence, what happens is your business really starts slow. You don't make a lot of money in the beginning. Okay, it takes time. And unfortunately, many network marketers and many people involved in companies like this quit too soon, or they'll jump to the next shiny object. They don't spend the time to build and work on their business. But if you do, it'll be small amounts of money coming in. Okay, $25, $50 a month, $100, and so on. But if you keep on working your business and keep on working it, it's going to continue to grow and grow until it reaches a point what we call a point of no return. And at that point, your organization is going to be growing every month, and there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. A lot of organizations almost double monthly when they reach this point. It's not a guarantee because there's an attrition rate, but folks, your organization just continues to mushroom. So you want to get to that point. It's going to take some time, but when you achieve this, folks, you will have achieved total financial freedom. Okay, so let's look at month 5 in this mathematical model. You would have brought in 3 people. Each of the people that you brought in would have brought in 3 people. So 15 people working for you would have bring in 3 each, would be 1,023 people. Your direct sales commission would be $375. That's 5 times 25. But your binary matrix income, folks, would be $2,000 a month, meaning you'll be making over $2,375 per month in this mathematical model. Okay, so I want you to notice that we're assuming that you have at least 400 in your strong leg, at least 200 people in your weak leg, which would give you 100 cycles, and you would have $2,000 per month. And notice it says 600 plus, where you have more than 600 people, but you only would have a total of 100 cycles because you would have a maximum of 400 in your strong leg, and then your weak leg, it wouldn't matter because as long as you had enough to equal the 200. Okay. Month 6, you will have personally brought in 18 people. The organization would have brought in 4,995 people. You'll be making $450 per month from your direct sales. You will now be earning $10,000 from your binary, which is $10,450 a month. That's pretty darn good, folks. Okay, once again, as you see here, even though you would be 4,000 people in your organization, you can only count 2,000, hopefully at least 2,000 in your strong leg and 1,000 in your weak leg, which would give you 500 cycles, would give you a maximum of $10,000 per month. It may be less, but it'll be a maximum of $10,000 per month. Month 7, Okay, we're going to go through this pretty quickly. You would have personally brought in 21 people. Okay, your organization would be about 16,000 plus people. We're just going to look at the binary income. Okay, you would be making over $40,000 per month. And I need to show you something here, because if you notice, I took the 16,653 and divided it by 6,000, which gave me 2.78. That means there's more. You have at least two full matrices. Okay, so 2 times 20 would be $40,000 per month. And if you look here at the bottom, you see it shows that when you reach about 6,000 plus and you have 4,000 people in your strong leg and at least 2,000, you will have cycled 1,000 times. That would be 20,000. So now you will have more than doubled it. So you would be making close to $40,000 in this mathematical model. Let's look at month 8 just to kind of illustrate that again. Okay, if you look at the binary once again, you'll be making $180,000 per month. We're going to go to month 9. You would have brought in 27 people yourself. Your organization would have 196,763. And folks, you will be dancing, because just from the binary, okay, if you took that 196,763 divided by 6,000, it would be 32.8. And if you multiply 32 times 20, that's $640,000 per month. Remember, this is a mathematical illustration. Okay? This is a mathematical illustration. I want to point something out. It only takes about $80-something thousand per month to have a business that is generating $1 million per month. So I'm hoping you understand the potential of this binary. I'm not saying you're going to make this much. I'm just showing you the potential through a mathematical model. And quite frankly, I only went to month 9, but if I took this all the way out to 12 months, it would be over 2 million people in your organization. Folks, that's powerful, just based upon that mathematical model. But let's have a reality check here. Life does not work exactly like a mathematical model. Okay? So we know that that's not going to happen like that. I'm just trying to show you potential. But consider this. What if instead of months as our period of time, we used every quarter? Remember, that would be once every 3 months. So you got one person every 3 months, and they got one person every 3 months. So that in every quarter, okay, you achieved what in our other mathematical model was done every month. That means that instead of 9 months, it would take 27 months or 2 years and 3 months to achieve the same thing. That's still not bad, is it? Okay? However, what if it took 3 years to get half as much, or even 1/4 as much? I mean, if it was 1/4 as much, if you divided 640,000 by 4, you would have $160,000 per month still. Not bad for 3 years of work. But what if you only achieved 1/2 of that in 3 years? That's $80,000 a month. That's still $1 million a year. Now, folks, I'm not even saying you'll earn that. I'm just trying to show you the potential of this binary matrix that we have. I mean, if you made $40,000 a month or $20,000 a month, if it took you 3 years to get to where you are generating $10,000 every single month, I am positive that there's very few of you out there that would be sad about that. Folks, remember, if you were doing 80,000, you'd be having $1 million a year. That's the potential of the NowLifeStyle Binary Matrix. So in our next training session, I'm going to show you a methodology, one that I'm going to be employing in the year of 2018. And I guarantee you that if you follow this methodology, you may not make $80,000 a month within a 3-year period, but I promise you, you will make more money than you've ever dreamed possible. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next training session. Be blessed and have a great day. Bye-bye.